Hello and welcome to the Wake Up television show. Today we want to talk about the Youth Action Team. I'm Aria Sergani and I'm a sophomore at Suffolk University, and joining me are Marissa Hoffman and Katie Murphy, who are also Youth Action Team members. I have lived in Wakefield for like 8 years now. I went to high school here, so I'm very invested in the community, and I do a lot of graphic design work with the group, which I love, and it's great, and I love seeing my stuff around. What are your favorite things about being part of the Youth Action Team, and how old are you and all that?
Well, I'm Katie Murphy. I'm going to be in 11th grade this year, and my favorite thing about being a Youth Action Team leader is having a positive impact on my community and my peers. And I joined because of the photography opportunity at the beginning when we were all first hired, because I'm really interested in the arts.
I'm Marissa Hoffman. I'm also going to be in 11th grade at Wakefield High School, and I really like the public speaking opportunities that the Wakefield Youth Action Team gives us. We get to speak to a variety of audiences, and I joined because I'm really interested in volunteer work and community service, and a lot of Wakefield Youth Action Team is community service projects.
Awesome. So the Wakefield Youth Action Team, one of the things that we stand by are our flowers and weeds. Katie, will you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the Wakefield Youth Action Team is a group of diverse teams whose main goal, along with our community partners, is to create and sustain a positive and healthy future for Wakefield as a whole. And one of the ways that we do that is growing our positive flowers and shrinking our negative weeds. So our positive flowers are things like healthy eating, active living, mental health support, and connecting youth to community resources and activities. And the negative weeds that we try to diminish in our community is youth e-cigarettes and tobacco use, marijuana use among youth, and underage binge drinking.
Great. So, as some viewers may know, there are 9 Wakefield Youth Action Team leaders. We meet once a week for 2 hours, and we focus on leading the Youth Action Team, as well as coordinating and coming up with projects that we do. There are also approximately 20 Youth Action members that come to our 2-hour monthly meetings. We have a lot of recent, current, and future projects that we're working on. Marissa, can you tell us a little bit about the health class workshops that we did before school ended?
Yes, so recently we went into the 9th grade health classes at Wakefield High School, and we did a little interactive presentation with them, and it was all based on the Youth Risk Behavior Survey, which is given to students to take every 2 years, and it focuses mostly on health, specifically like mental health, active living, healthy eating, things like that. And when we got the results back, we wanted to use them somehow to benefit our community. And we decided that the people at the high school should really take a look at the results. And so we created the presentation, and we went into the classes, and it was sort of a PowerPoint presentation, but it was also a game at the same time. So we had questions like, what percentage of 9th graders have binge drank in the past 30 days? And then people would guess the percentage, and then whoever got the most accurate would win little prizes and things like that. And it was really helpful for the students as well as the Youth Action Team leaders to get feedback, and they could also understand the results of the survey. So it was really rewarding.
Great, thank you, Marissa. So we also had 2 adults and 7 youth attend our Youth to Youth conference in Rhode Island. Katie, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Youth to Youth is an international conference that communities from all over send youth and adults to attend, and the purpose of the conference is to go back to your community with new information and helpful ideas to share. So one of the ways that we learn together and interact is through workshops, things like how to stand up to bullies and how to be yourself, and facts about drugs and alcohol and the truth behind those. So the workshops were really helpful and something that we can bring back to Wakefield. And there was also like inspirational speakers and comedians and really fun evening activities like a dance and like parties and stuff like that. So it was a really rewarding experience, and in the future we would really love to bring more and more youth. So that's one of our goals, and we were able to attend thanks to donations from community partners like WCAT, Wakefield Cable Access TV.
Awesome, yeah, so we hope to bring even more people with us next year. So another project that we've been doing is our Senior Center project, where we went to the seniors of the community to talk about some things. Can you tell us more about that, Marissa?
Yeah, so it was a really unique experience. We don't usually get to talk to people of that age group, and it went awesome. There were over 30 seniors listening to our presentation, and basically our presentation was just explaining that you should drop off unused medication that could expire, so it doesn't get into the wrong hands. And a way to do that is we have a prescription drug drop box at the public safety building in Wakefield. And we presented that to them. They were really positive about that. And then afterward, we had like a little ice cream social with them and talked to them. And about a week ago, some of the police officers actually went back to the senior center, and they were able to collect the prescription drugs right there for the seniors, so it was easier for them.
Great. So if anyone does have prescription drugs that they need to drop off, the Wakefield Prescription Drug Disposal Bin is in the public safety building in the lobby, and it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you can go anytime you want, which is great. And we're also about to partner again with the liquor stores in Wakefield, doing a project that we call Sticker Shock. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, Katie?
So Sticker Shock is a project that we started last year and are continuing now, which we do with stickers that we have designed that say it is illegal to buy alcohol for people under 21 and the consequences that you would face if you did that. And so we go to the local liquor stores and put them on cases of beer and anything else that we think teenagers might ask someone to buy for them, so that anyone in the liquor store is reminded of what would happen if they bought alcohol for people under 21. So hopefully that project helps diminish underage drinking in Wakefield.
Yeah, awesome. And we're also always looking to get more and more youth involved, especially at the Galvin Middle School and the high school. We're actually starting 2 new clubs in both schools, one at the Galvin and one at the high school. And we really think that that's the best way to get more and more kids involved. It's a really great opportunity for them to learn leadership skills, presentation skills, and also just to get more and more involved in their community, which we think is a great thing to spread around.
Mm-hmm. So one of the main projects that we're going to incorporate into the club is the use of the bathroom buzz and the news flush, which are, the bathroom buzz is directed towards the high school and the news flush is for the middle schoolers. And basically it's an article that focuses on a specific topic, and it comes out regularly in both the middle school and the high school. We've had topics in the past such as stress, healthy eating, active living, things like that. And some of the things included in that program are positive quotes, job opportunities, trivia, just things that are positive in the community. And we put them in the bathrooms so we can get a wide variety of audiences to read them. And we've done it in the high school the past year, and it's been pretty successful, and we're starting in the middle school, so we hope that in the next school year it'll be really a positive experience in the high school and the middle school.
Another project that we're going to kick off the school year is our public service announcement contest. So that event will allow students from middle school and high school to create and film their own public service announcements, which would be positive messages for their whole community to hear. And we would judge based on creativity and the importance of the message, and the winner would be aired for the whole community to see.
Awesome, yeah, and I think we should talk a little bit more about the projects that we're personally heading this summer, because there are a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, so one of the projects that Ari and I actually got to work on and are currently working on is the biking and walking assessment in Wakefield. So we've gone to the farmers market and we'll be at the Italian festival and one of the movie nights surveying people on the good and bad places to bike and walk. So we have a little chart, a map of Wakefield and all of the streets, and people can pinpoint the good and bad places to bike and walk in Wakefield. And it just helps us to use that feedback to try to improve some of the streets of Wakefield and model them after the ones that people think are really nice, so that we can help people to bike and walk more and constantly. Yeah.
One event that I'm assisting on right now is creating an event around the opening of the skate park by the Galvin. I think that's a really exciting event because not only will it be fun for everyone to come for the opening with like slush and music and stuff, but it'll be there forever, which is a really great thing for the youth of this town to have some place positive to go and be active rather than sitting on their couches or smoking or anything like that. So part of the reason I'm really excited about the skate park is because the Wakefield Youth Action Team kind of contributed to it being built, because last summer we did a project called Photo Voice where we took pictures of positive and negative things in the community, and one of our biggest negative things was a lack of positive activities for youth, like teenagers, to do. So with that in mind, the skate park was built, and so that's really exciting for us.
Yeah, that's great. And I always end up being in charge of the healthy eating related projects because I love food too much. Yeah, so two of the big projects that I'm heading right now are the Healthy Dining Guide, which is in Wakefield and in Melrose, and it's part of the Mass in Motion campaign that's part of our health department. And the big thing that it's focusing on is the 8 restaurants that are in Wakefield and Melrose that are certified healthy dining restaurants because of their portion sizes and the food that they serve, the options that they have. So we're going to those restaurants and taking pictures of the food, meeting the staff and the people that own the places, taking pictures of them, taking pictures of like the atmosphere there, and then just writing little blurbs about it, and then putting out a pamphlet and hopefully eventually putting it online just to get the word out about these places so that people who live in Melrose and Wakefield and people who visit can have an idea of good places to go where they have healthy options, because there are definitely plenty of places that don't always have healthy options around here. And then the other big thing that I've been working on is Food Day, which is a yearly event that happens in the fall that's nationwide, but Wakefield has never participated before. And it's all about getting back to real food, so like eating food that's healthy for you and also doesn't overly affect the environment, so less meat, that kind of thing. It's all food that comes from local farms and is organic, all that kind of stuff. We're really hoping to do a program in schools about eating healthier, maybe have like some recipes given to us from community members that's like a Wakefield cookbook, all sorts of stuff like that. We talked about doing an apple crunch, which is where like we get a whole group of people together and I'll take a bite of an apple at the exact same time to make really loud noise, just like silly things like that. But I think it'll be really good and exciting to get Wakefield involved in such a big movement that I think is really important. So for more updates about us and our upcoming events, feel free to visit our website or our Facebook or our Instagram and Twitter. Our Instagram and Twitter are both at WCAT, so you can find all of our information and what we're doing on those. So thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you next time.